Hey everybody, this is Olga with AskYourSoul.org, and today I just wanted to do a really quick reading for you for this upcoming week. So this is just what your soul needs to know for this upcoming week, and I'm going to keep it short and sweet, and hopefully this is going to be helpful to you in some ways. And I'll be using these two wonderful decks, two of my faves. I'm going to include the links below, of course. And I actually decided to also use this deck, which is awesome, just to share a little message with you from your archangels today. Okay, dokes, I'm back, and now we have 3 piles, and I have these wonderful seashells from Costa Rica for you guys. And so go ahead and choose whichever pile resonates with you the most right now. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So whichever one feels right, that's the one you should go with. And I'm going to include timestamps below the video, of course. So without further ado, let's do pile number 1 and see what we have as a message for you guys and girls. So I'm getting a pretty positive message for you for this upcoming week, and I feel like if you are going to like job interviews or trying to change something in terms of finance in your life, then this week is going to be just great in that sense, and things are going to change. They may not seem like the best change right away, but eventually you are going to realize that this is exactly the change that you needed, and this is what's going to make you feel like you finally have what it is that you've been wanting. But I also feel like you're kind of, in terms of love, you're kind of being held back by the past, and you're just holding on to some of the things that are not making you happy right now, and missing something from your past that's really not good to hold on to. It's almost like your love situation has some kind of an effect and like kind of prevents you from maybe doing something or becoming more financially successful somehow. So that's definitely something to pay attention to, and I feel like the message here is to not hold on so tightly to the past memories, to whatever happened, and kind of believing that you can raise from the situation to the next level, and you have a lot to look forward to, actually. And then we have this contentment card, which says you can learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly you remember, I'm right here resting in God. So this is almost asking you to realize and think about what you do have and kind of express gratitude towards that, and to just appreciate wherever it is that you are currently. And just because it's not exactly where you would like to be, that's not necessarily a bad thing. And it seems like this week there is going to be some major changes, especially when it comes to finances. I think these are going to be positive changes, but even if they don't feel like it, eventually they are going to be exactly what it is you need to move on. Let's also see the angel card. Ooh, clairsentience, or angel regio. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Yeah, so clairsentience is basically, getting intuition through feeling, through your emotions and feelings. And I think your guides are encouraging you to pay a lot more attention to how you feel, whether this is about your job or about your love life, but not ignoring those nagging feelings that, hey, this needs to change, or you should do this, or you shouldn't do that. So just really paying attention to how it is that you feel in regards to any situation that is prominent in your life right now. And of course, remembering that you are being guided as always, and, here's this Archangel Ragiel with his torch, and he's showing you where to go. He's showing you the light. He's just saying, you already know this deep inside. You just need to follow your intuition. So if you are contemplating whether to do something or not, please remember that deep inside you already know the answer. You always have. And the more open you are to that, and the more you tap into that feeling, the easier it's going to be to make that decision. So whatever it is that you're thinking about doing or not doing, please listen to how it actually makes you feel more than anything else. More than the rational mind talking about it, more than logic, more than logistics, more than rationality. It's how you feel about the situation that counts the most right now. So, okay, this was a very short, quick and short message for pile number one. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was useful. I would love to see in comments below if it did resonate with you, and like once the week is over, it would be awesome to see how this played out in your life. And feel free to reach out to me via askyoursoul.org if you have any questions or want a personal reading. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day or night. Bye. Okay, now we're moving on. We're moving on to pile number two with this beautiful seashell. And let's see here. So, pile number two, people, I get a sense that you have been waiting for something to happen. You've been feeling really out of sorts, maybe even sick. And it's almost like you're waiting for someone to come into your life and to make it all better, to make you feel like everything's fine again. But what I'm also getting is that you may be forgetting about how strong you are deep inside, and how much power your soul has. Whatever the situation is that making you feel very uneasy and kind of wobbly at the moment, first of all, know that nothing is forever. This is gonna pass. And especially if you're feeling lonely, I love this message. Look at this. It says solitude. Once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people will arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. I think this is the biggest message for you right now. And whoever it is that you're waiting for to come into your life or to call you or to make you feel better, they're going to come, but they can't come while you are vibrating at the state of disruption and discontent. So what's being asked of you is to really believe in yourself and the higher power, and the fact that you do have like so much potential and spiritual strength to get out of the situation. You know, just be attentive to the fact that this week may be challenging for you, and it may feel like you're lonely, but you're really not, and you always have someone guiding you. You always have someone by your side at all times. But definitely pay attention to how you talk to yourself and how you talk to God or however you call the higher power, you know. So it's like, what do you expect to happen, and how do you feel about yourself? You know, if you're just in the state of sadness and boredom and discontent, then really dig deeper and try to figure out why this is happening exactly. Like, what is it that's making you feel this way? And if there's anything at all that you can like physically do to change that, then take some action, do it. And if there's not, then all you have to work with is your thoughts and your opinions about the situation. You know, that's a lot of work as well. So you're being asked to kind of, like, in order for you to get out of the state of disruption and just not feeling well, to really focus on your inner state, the inner state of being and how you feel, and draw from the spiritual strength that is always available to you, and it is within you, and from your higher self. And you can always address your higher self to help you. You can always talk to your guides and angels who are with you at all times, and they're listening and they're willing to help you, and they just need to hear from you what do you specifically need to make this better. Let's also see our angel card. Oh, it says teaching and learning. Archangel Zadkiel. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others. So maybe now is the perfect time for you to delve deeper into something you've been wanting to learn, or even like read a book, you know, like maybe you've been wanting to read a book for a while and something has been distracting you, or for whatever reason you just couldn't do it. So now is a really great time to kind of focus on what it is that you want to learn. Maybe it's something that you learn from the situation, and then you will use this to help other people going through a similar situation. I think that's pretty much what this is saying, that if you only keep an open mind, if you only try to look at whatever is going on from a different, like through a different lens, and see a lesson in it, then you could change this whole situation into something a lot more positive and something that could be helpful to others. So I really hope you take heart and everything is going to work out. And again, this is just a reading for next week. So maybe this is just really temporary, hopefully. But whatever it is, I really hope that you spend some time reframing how it is that you look at the situation, reframing what you make of it and how you proceed, and just kind of trying to find like the good in it as much as possible. Maybe it's really shitty, maybe it's really hard, but I'm sure there's something about it that you can learn. There's something about it that you can turn into a lesson of life that could be really interesting and beneficial and deep. Okay, so this is for pile number 2. I really hope this was useful for you guys and girls, and if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to ask or reach out via askyoursoul.org. And I just feel like reminding you one more time that you're never alone. Even if it does feel like you're lonely, please know that there's always angels and guides who are looking out for you and who deeply care about how you feel. Have an awesome rest of the day or night, and I really hope to see you soon. Bye. Okay, we're now moving on to pile number 3. And again, this is for this upcoming week. Your message for this upcoming week. What do you need to know? Okay, so for this week, what I'm really getting for you is that even though there might be things that you will really have to face, and they are probably not going to be comfortable to deal with. So again, this wonderful shadow card has come up, and this is basically you dealing with your fears or things you don't want to acknowledge within yourself, something that might be really impacting your life and how you feel about yourself. But first of all, you are tremendously strong. You are such like a warrior. I'm seeing that even if you don't feel like it, there's this infinite potential within you to be this warrior. And it is really important for you to stand your ground. Whatever it is that you believe deep inside, believe in it. Don't listen to anybody else. Don't disregard it. Don't think that it's not important, or maybe somebody else knows better than you what it is that you need to do. Because if you feel strongly about something, go for it. You wouldn't feel so strongly about it if there wasn't anything to it. There must be something that's calling you. I'm also feeling like if your relationship, I don't know whether it's friendship or a love relationship or a different type of relationship, but if you feel like it's interfering with what you feel is best for you, then it's still really important for you to be very clear about what you want, why you want it, why this is important to you, and just believe that, another person, whoever they are, they should respect that. And I just want to read this wonderful message. It says, I call in the infinite power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I needn't fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. So I hope this really speaks to you, and if there's something within your relationship that you really feel like it should be different, and there's just, makes you feel kind of powerless because you don't see how you can change it without, without getting into a fight or without it being like really dramatic and difficult, then please take a moment to ask your guides and angels for help. Please take a moment to trust and know that as much as we'd love to control stuff, we can't control all of it. Sometimes I wonder, what is this thin line between the law of attraction and destiny? And I just find it really interesting because I feel like it's almost like 50-50 always. Maybe it's not, it's just my theory, but I feel like in those times when you have tried everything, like whatever depends on you, you've done it, you've tried it, you've done your best. If stuff is still not happening at that point, that's your telltale sign that there's something deeper to it. It's not just about attracting a certain type of energy. Maybe it's about a karmic lesson. Maybe it's about a life lesson or something that your soul wants you to understand and integrate and evolve through as a result, as a result of this challenging situation. So don't be too hard on yourself. Don't think that like you can seriously control everything, and if something is not going according to plan, it's because you didn't do a good job controlling it and making sure that everything is fine. No, sometimes you just really have to trust that it is developing in the best possible way for you. So yeah, overall I'm sensing this, that there's a lot of inner strength that you have in your personality, and a lot for you to look forward to. But just pay attention to your relationship in this upcoming week and be more open-minded about everything that happens within it. Be more open-minded, like especially when things don't go according to plan. Let's also see our Archangel card. I love this one. It says gentleness. Archangel Sandalphon. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. And if you can play a musical instrument, do that. Or just surround yourself with like beautiful music that you really love. That's always really helpful. He's projecting so much warmth and love, and I just love the energy of this card and the colors. It does feel gentle, just be gentler on yourself when things don't go your way. And just remember that we're not always in control, and that's honestly for the best, because we're so clueless about what's best for us most of the time. Like, we really think we know, but we have no idea at the end of the day. So on the one hand, you are being asked to stay strong and stand your ground and know that you can win whatever it is that you want to win. But that may not even necessarily be the best thing for the situation. I don't know, for some reason I just had this image of like if you're in a fight with someone and you really want to be right and you want them to admit that they're wrong and you're right. I think I've mentioned this before, but I think it was Dr. Phil who said, would you rather be right or happy? Okay, and so just be careful about choosing your battles and what's really important to you and what can be kind of what you can let go of, and just be like, okay, fine, whatever, you win. I'll let you have this one, okay? So yeah, so this is like, it's almost like getting into a fight with a person and then proving that you're right and they're like totally defeated. But that doesn't help the relationship grow at the same time, So like the ego enjoys feeling like it's so smart and right and everything else. But is the soul enjoying it as much? You know what I mean? The soul is probably feeling the opposite, because it's more about love and forgiveness and kind of letting things go and not always proving yourself. So just be careful with that and really have more trust in God and your angels and guides who are with you right now as we speak, and they always are. And they're like trying to let you know that it's going to work out, everything is going to be fine. And even if this week is pretty challenging for you, you are going to get through it. And the more you trust, the better. The more you let go of any expectations and just go with the flow, the easier it's going to go for you. So I hope this was helpful to you, and I would love to hear back, and so feel free to comment, and if you subscribe, I will be forever eternally grateful. Also, feel free to reach out to me via askyoursoul.org, especially if you'd like a personal reading. Just let me know what questions you have, and I will totally work with you. So yeah, I hope this was helpful, and I'm wishing you all an awesome day or night, and I can't wait to do more readings for y'all. Bye!